Yeah. For ya. West Coast, what the fuck? Jump in the cypher and get fucked up. Get it like Biggie, get it like Pac. Thinking like a nigga with a beeper in the clock. I'ma tell you something that you really won't like. Last night I watched your girl pop pussy on Skype. Project blow, do what I like. Knock a motherfucker off his BMX bike.
I came in the game tight as a motherfucker. Now I got the place on lock. I'ma pop, lick a shot till it get hot. Till I got a bad bitch with a cherry on top. Step in the place, fuck you too. Moving on the dance floor like I'm doing kung fu. Hitting that shit till the sky turn blue and taking all the cash like a rich man do.
Red, gold, get up and get that green. Morse, code, drum geometry. Red, black, get up and get that green. Morse, code, drum geometry.
African warlords locking low for fun. Suicidal white children locking low for fun. California cops locking low for fun. It's the end of the world, so nigga don't run. Reanimatrix life on speed. Burn down Babylon, y'all know what I mean. AC Megatron, I'm star screen. 16 gig king, y'all know what I mean. Fresh, clean, on that lean. Shot Rasulullah, Elohim. Put a gun to the motherboard, kill the machine. Get ready for the microchip, down for the plane.
Yeah, it never had a chance to live. Never had a chance to live. Never had a chance to grow. It never had a chance to know. But everybody has to go. It never had a chance to live. It never had a chance to live. Never had a chance to grow. It never had a chance to know. But everybody has to go.
We own it, we own it, we own it, we own. We own it, we own it, we own it, we own. We own it, we own it, we own it, we own. We own it, we own it, we own it, we go.
Lone vigilantes locking low for fun. Neighborhood thugs locking low for fun. American patriots locking low for fun. It's the end of the world, so nigga don't run.
Red, gold, get up and get that green. Morse, code, drum geometry. Red, black, get up and get that green. Morse, code, drum geometry.
The gates, primitive planet.
Got me open, so I wanna open your mind. Do you hear? Open up your mind, chakra. I need you to listen. Open up your eye, focus, listen. Your chakras.
I'm one of the meanest, nicest guys on the mic that you never met in your life. The cleanest, dirtiest person to ever put in work. Sorta nerdiest but nasty. Hey everybody, say hi to the courteous Maya Lansky. Kinda dull but sharp as a bowling ball. On point and clumsy at the same time. A pimp whose conscience is scandalous and kind. I kill you all with my smile. Slumpy and cry for a while. Mr. Goody Twos that'll give you the blues. A bookworm assassin. I kill you all without my glasses. I'm really one of the classiest. Broke niggas never had shit and probably never will. Poor but with a rich man's bill. A backseat driver riding a bus. Nighttime daydreamer. Those sensitive thugs put a slug through your mug. Like good fellas, I'm completely self-indulgent and overzealous at the same time jealous and understanding the person to get his thought across without being over the top and over demanding. You need a person like me to be the bad guy. Ball on the budget, except I'm fly.
I need you to open up your crown chakra and your third eye moving in your crown chakra. Activation now, so you can see with your third eye. Violet rays.
It definitely must be an upside to being down and out, or hearing horrible screams of dope fiends that ain't worth drowning out. I travel knots to equal knots to a roundabout. What I found out is I know nothing, yet all things. I'm just a flawed dream, yet I have an offering. Not worth bothering, I'd rather be left to my own devices. Not to mention I'm dealing with a worldwide crisis, and I don't even have a license. It's funny how I identify with the underdog and less fortunate, yet my desire to be a champion is the source of it. I'm unorthodox a bit, but oh well, people are crazy than you think, and we live in a cold hell. A cold hell, people are crazier than you think, and I know them well.
We're gonna pass through all chakras, from the crown to your root chakra. Project blows. You are the loser, we are the winners. Swagger terrorists, we the urban gorillas. You are the victim, we are the killers. Time wait for protect, transform a nigga. I am the expert, you're the beginner. My body is a gun and a tongue and a trigger. I'm a shit starter, you are the quitter. Hard rhyme, hip hop, hardcore kidder. Suicidal break beats from the land of the killer earthquakes. Elohim, alienation, Armageddon at your front door. I'll rip the roots out of your black dot and ask you, do you want more? Bismillah, Rahman, Rahim, you run for the law.
Now you're wide open, baby.
Yeah. Oh my God.
The portal opens.
Yo, I want to give a special shout out to God this evening. Came all the way from heaven to see us rap this evening. I want to give a special shout out to God this evening. God came all the way from heaven to see us rap this evening.
How many good folks have to die just to live a good life after mine? When they walk with their third eye folded blind, with a revolutionary trying to hold an eye. When I load my mind up for all mankind, looking to the brain and see the signs. Not defined yet, there's no more time yet to disconnect and enjoy the incense. Tomorrow I see a nuclear winter, so now I'm dead and I got the city in a minute. Tornado, typhoon, pitch black, high noon, hurricane, Carmageddon, hurricane, Carmageddon, hurricane, Carmageddon. Can bring your armor, bring your weapon, and everyone alive has a right to know. 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 So walk through the battle with the shadow of death. I fear no hear, I speak no breath. See no evil but the ones they left, and the frequencies have yet to be met.
Have you ever had your thoughts read? You didn't want your thoughts read, but the thoughts is correct, right? Well, I got a crystal ball, my thoughts is better than yours. I'm about to make you get it, open up your door.
stretch shoulders out, but this week's game's out, not show off though. How you gonna ride in the broken though? Hey, you wanna okey doke? Don't want to say my name. You know what we do, we flow. 3 on times I rock it, yo. P.E.A.C.E, Aceyalone, you put her in here.
If you don't see no way out, you didn't graduate from high school.
In many of these ghettos, which are really enclaves of civic terror, we have a generation of young, especially black people, who are now planning their own funerals. They go to
Telepathy.
They are who we thought they were. Older than serving death and taxes. Pimps after their back is gypsy taxi. Get out, chase me around the block, track meet, rap track, athlete. Won't die happily. Gotta learn how to defy gravity. Deny everything, I'm everything you're not. Have a thought, countermeasures, pinpoint camera angles. 10-type tenderloin sign battleism. I designed the sky. How high can he jump? Nuts so, not so apostle now. There's always a downside, fat so. Capitalize your capsule. Hands on Gretel, hamster spittle. Dance a little. One hand tied behind my mind, a giggle. Those rhymes a riddle. Just stop playing with uncooked cards in a can opener. In a land utopia, oceanic, midnight express, war chest. Expect the worst and hope for the best. Expect for the worst and hope for the best.
Lost the future, invisible labyrinth, electrical seizure, electrostatic, spaceship, earth, sun, the captain, brainwave frequency is automatic, constellation, chain reaction, kind of revolutionary calisthenics, fiber optics, I'm out a minute, the land of Oz, smoke and mirrors, lawnmower man when I killed a wizard, suicide, 9/11, secret weapon, building 7, we all connected, assimilation, life is a Japanese animation, overdose, information, solar babies, imagination, Freemason, confirmation, government program annihilation, Elohim, rip the mini flesh out of the human drum machine, star scream with cobra command and cerebral cortex. Flying an object, full robotic. Shot for Zulu, full robotic.
Please stay around. Este momento, abre tus ojos.
Hey, Orko, thank you for this, man. This shit's fresh, though. This helped me move through the world better. Oh, this shit is dope. I really feel like yeah, I'm talking about really big.
Angels, my demons are real. Ain't no stopping what can't be killed. Alone my thoughts go as cold as steel, and doomsday prophecy is near. Black crows cry out the screams of fear. Somebody, can you put out the flames in here? The night bring things that suddenly appear, and out from the bottom this pain I feel. The hills has eyes and shadows that lives, and dance in torment for a musical spell, and feed off the bones of the frantic and frail. Disease ran rapidly, humanity needs help. The children sing songs that's crawling your ear, and old folks peek out the curtains, they scared. Angels are among us and descending in pairs. Angels are among us and ascending in pairs.
Isolated, complicated matters that exist in me. Optimistic, pessimistic, menace to society. Introverted, outroverted, murder in the first degree. This person that's inside of me is dying of anxiety. I must inform my human form, but that was just my uniform. Gallop on a unicorn, the places where new moons are born. Potion that no one resists, the cure is in the dragon's kiss. Dig into my bag of tricks and pull out the antagonist. Isolated, complicated manners that exist in me. Optimistic, pessimistic, menace to society. Introverted, outroverted, murder in the first degree. This person that's inside of me is dying of anxiety. I must inform my human form, but that was just my uniform. Gallop on the unicorn in places where new moons are born. The potion that no one resists, the cure is in the dragon's kiss. Dig into my bag of tricks and pull out the antagonist.
How many times at war with your mind, but you know that you can't escape. Never take heart, get kicked out the base. Act like a reptile, rip out your face. Life is a roller coaster with no brakes. Living like a shark, left the head of a snake. How many dreams when you dream you awake? 2112 and you're in deep space. Lost in the future, the back on race. Nuclear landscape with no trace. Leaving all psychic biters trapped in a dead briefcase. As soon as I toss the W up, niggas better stay in their place. Another underground MC, mummified at a 4-track tape. Yeah, you know what I mean. Never been a slave to a nightmare machine. Yeah, you know what I mean. Nigga, fuck your swag, nigga, fuck your ring. Only job out the far right is the one king. The omnipotent android architect, artificial intelligent, watching the cyborg scream.
Enemies are spotted to the right. In large yard. Weapons, here I go again about to talk like They call me Squeegee.
That's the only thing. The moles just started talking and they're looking for a king. Word around is that you're fly as a bird. That's cool. My pronouns like to make canary sing. Very scary. Breakneck speed, knock 3 times. Here's the coronation, forever immortalized by these rhymes. Go king, say it again. Hooray king, hooray king, hooray king. That's our new Reich. Wheels we stay breaking. Commandeer new mics. Crews like to abuse true light when you do right. So we keep them unglued. Never on our 1-2. Have them on a 3-4. Bury them at seashore under full moons. So the next of kin won't try to hunt clues. We used to be best of friends, now we're just saboteurs, trying to stick each other in the sewers for our vestiments. I used to love you, man. You was my homie. We enlisted together, we checked in together. We had plans to go far. No one else in our platoon was gonna get in our way. Then I went left and you went right. The rest of the directive went straight. Now we're fighting on these fields. I'll get coordinated, you'll just get hated and then obliterated.
من میتونم با تو صحبت کنم. گوش بده. من هستم با تو.
Which are the poetry of heaven. These stars, which are the poetry of heaven. These stars, which are the poetry of heaven. These stars. Heaven. These stars which are the poetry of heaven. These stars which are the poetry of heaven. These stars which are the poetry of heaven. These stars, heaven.
Ye stars, which are the poetry of heaven.
Heaven. Heaven. Ha, ha, ha. Heaven. Heaven. Ha, 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 ha. Heaven. Heaven.
Ye stars,
These stars,
which are the poetry of heaven.
which are the poetry of heaven, heaven. These stars, which are the poetry of heaven.
به من گوش میدی؟ اصلا چرا میپرسم؟ میدونم که گوش میدی. line sometimes. How else will I live, baby? But God, thank you, God, thank you. I breathe your sweet air, I breathe your sweet air out, and I'm sturdy, 'cause I'm steady, sturdy. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm breathing your air. Thank you. You speak through me through trees. You speak through me through the breeze. You speak through me through the ground I walk on. And this oxygen, the stars above are reflections of the love you have. I feel the waters of the oceans, and when it rains, I feel alive, like the flowers and the birds and the breeze. So thank you. Steady,
God. God. Yo, I want to give a special shout out to God this evening. Came all the way from heaven to see us rap this evening. I want to give a special shout out to God this evening. Came all the way from heaven to see us rap this evening.
shit hip hop? You call that 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 shit hip hop? Call that hip hop? You call that shit hip hop? You call that shit hip hop? Call that hip hop? Call that shit hip hop? You call that shit hip hop? Call that hip hop? You call that shit hip hop? Call that hip hop? You call that shit hip hop? You call that shit hip hop? Call that hip hop? Call that.
I'm the super poetic, I keep it copacetic. If you want it, then get it. I was born and bred it. Yeah, fuck it, I said it. I'm fucking kinetic, and you can get beheaded whenever you wanna set it. Cause it's like that, and that's the way it is. I'm all about the biz, blood, sweat, and tears. I said it's like that, and that's the way it is.
Hip, call
hip hop started out at the park, and now all I hear is these whack ass marks. I swam with sharks who used to battle over a beatbox. Wore golf hats and gang banged and pop lock. Was on that chronic when them bras was reppin' supersonic. I got the knowledge before Q start messing with college. Before them riots, I do 120 degrees, and now brother spit it for those.
Jason and the Seeds.
Call that shit hip hop. 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 Call that hip hop. Call that hip hop. Call that hip hop. Call that shit hip hop. Hip hop. Call that shit 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 hip hop. You call that shit hip hop. Call that hip hop. Call that shit hip hop. Call that hip hop. Fool, I was raised on hip hop. Twisting words in my mind like a dreadlock. Like years beyond 2012. Independent nigga do for sale. West Coast underground. Hard as hell. Holding the last drop of hip hop's blood inside the Holy Grail. Bass Gap and Warhol. Sniffing the white lines on the third rail. NPCs all made of these. Travel the world on the internet screen. 4-finger ring. Snatch a nigga drum machine. Call that shit hip hop. 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 Hip hop. Call that shit hip hop. Hip hop. Call that shit hip hop. Call that hip hop. You call that hip hop. You call that shit hip hop.
You call that shit hip hop. Oh, turn the beat on. R. Kelly flow, youngsters getting beat on. I shit, sleep, eat beats, nigga. I'm a beast. Woo woo, that's the sound of the hip hop police. Desist and deceased rap rappers can't continue sinning. Lyrical bomb threats to the venue. The money I came for it, best flow the game. Know it. Trying to describe the vibe, yo, they got a name for it.
You call that shit hip hop. Hip hop. You call that shit hip hop. Hip hop. You call that shit hip hop. You call that shit hip hop. You call that hip hop. You call that hip hop. You call that shit 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 hip hop. You call